What's up, guys? Kai here, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I was recommended this video from a viewer. I tried card counting online and it was a disaster. So we're essentially gonna be seeing what it's like to count cards online and see why it doesn't work. I do know that card counting online doesn't work because they build the shoe differently. Otherwise, that would be pretty easy, you know, obviously the card count from home. But yeah, just see if there's anything interesting, see if we get any blackjack tips, and then maybe we can try out some blackjack ourselves on the casino. So this is Steven Bridges, and we're just gonna do a little react today.
So awful. I am losing money now.
All right, a little bit different, but
why has it done that? Making videos as a card counter, there is one question I get asked more than any other. Why don't you just shave your beard? Why not shave the beard? Why not shave the beard?
Why are people so upset?
Take off and put...
He definitely looks better with the beard.
The second most common question I get is, can you count cards online? Well, in this video, I'm going to give it a go.
Can you count cards online? Well, based off the title, I kind of don't like that it's a bit of a spoiler, but I guess we're going to see exactly why it doesn't work. Because I don't know exactly why. I just know apparently it doesn't. Or maybe it's a joke. So yeah, this guy just like counts cards for a living and does like a bunch of blackjack videos. So pretty cool stuff.
Counting cards works by keeping track of the cards that have been played in blackjack. So you get an idea of the ratio of high cards and low cards left in the shoe. With the right skills, you can use this knowledge to gain an advantage over the casino. Betting big when the count is high and betting small when the count is low.
Exactly.
I've done this in casinos in the USA and Europe, but the drawbacks to this are pretty major. Flights and accommodation already make it expensive, and when they catch you, they don't exactly like it.
We feel that your play is too strong for us, so we'll have to back you off and take it.
And sometimes casinos will even make it tricky to cash out your chips.
I can't cash you out.
That's crazy.
But we live in the age...
Like, the funny part is everyone says that, like, online casino, and I know it's because you can't cheat it online, but, like, everyone always loves to give flack to, like, the online casinos and whatnot. But, like, dude, that's an in-person casino, and they literally just said they were going to cash them out. Like, bro, that's a legit casino. Like, they got security throwing you out. Like, man, that's sketchy. Obviously, I know you can't break the rules online, or maybe something similar would happen, but...
The internet, where online blackjack is very much a thing. So the question is it possible to count cards online while sat at home just chilling? From what I can tell, there are two types of online blackjack. You've got the live games, these are dealt by an actual dealer, and then you've also got the automatic games, the cards are fully digital, a little bit like if you're playing online poker. We can immediately rule out these digital games. The cards are going to be shuffled every round, which renders card counting totally useless. So we need to seek out the live shoe games. Before I give it a shot, there are three potential problems that I can see being an issue. The first one is being banned quickly. In proper casinos, it can sometimes take quite a while for surveillance to catch me counting cards. That's because surveillance is a really tough job and they have a lot to do. Yeah, they're trying to catch card counters, but they're also trying to catch cheats, people that are going to steal, dealers making mistakes, and then just other stuff like if people are having arguments or, I don't know, a fight breaks out. Point being, surveillance is a very tricky job. Because they're doing so many things, a card counter can go under the radar for quite a while. However, with online casinos, it really wouldn't surprise me if they have software that's detecting if people are counting, and if it catches a card counter, it bans them instantly.
Damn, that'd be crazy. Just know you're being like stared at. I never knew what it looked like in the back of the rooms. It's kind of crazy.
It would surprise me if they didn't. The second worry is not being paid out. It's very easy for them to make it very difficult for you to get your money out if they want to. And finally, and most importantly...
True. Again, I've been online casinos for 2 years, never had an issue cashing out. My people never had a problem cashing out. But I could see how that would definitely be like a concern.
Poor quality blackjack games. Now, not all blackjack is created equally. Different rules such as whether you're allowed to double after splitting, whether you're allowed to double any two cards, or even if blackjack pays 3 to 2 or 6 to 5, all dramatically affect the house.
Yeah, you can't double on splits, which I don't like. That would be sweet.
Just be a case of having to shop around a bit to find a good game. So my first task is to check out a few games and pick one to play.
Hey guys, just want to let you know really quick that we usually give away over $1,000 daily between our two live streams. We have my stream with Kai Hair, and then we have the after party with Island. On top of that, we also have more giveaways in our Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and for people who are active in our YouTube community for thousands more. Plus, I also like to think that we put on a pretty good show. Anybody can win our giveaways, but you can win even more when on Team Kai Hair. You can find out more information in the link in the description on how to join Team Kai Hair. Plus, you can also follow our Kick and Twitch and put those noties on so you can find out when we go live every single day. Now back to this video.
It is so much worse than I expected. It's just so bad. The first annoyance is that you can't check the rules of a blackjack game before signing up to the website. So
I've never read the rules.
Nearly every
rule. I've never done that. I guess I'm not trying to count the cards though, so.
website that I checked had the exact same blackjack interface. I found out that there's a company called Evolution Gaming that provide the vast majority of online blackjack, at least in the UK. And across all of these different websites that offer this version of blackjack, the rules seem to be exactly the same for all of them. Weirdly enough, it doesn't seem that
That's true. Evolution does have like the most popular one. They're just the best online provider. They have like all the best live games, Crazy Time Monopoly. There's Pragmatic Play is like a close second for Blackjack. Then there's a bunch of like really random. I will show you guys the other Blackjacks you can do. They just look so sketchy. Like Evolution is just the best looking one easily. Some of them literally look like they're shot in someone's basement, but I don't know if we have those ones on this one, but I've seen them played.
So let's take a look at what we're actually dealing with. Here's a typical 8-deck game that I'd expect to find in the US. So rules-wise, they'd allow double after splitting, you'd be able to double any 2 cards. Of course, Blackjack would pay 3 to 2, and out of the 8 decks that they would deal, they'd deal about 6.5 decks before shuffling. How many cards that are dealt before a shuffle is really important to card counters. We want as many decks dealt as possible. So if you were a high-rolling card counter with a 70k bankroll, betting around this, you could expect to make about $95 per hour, with a 0.72% risk of ruin, which is the chance of you going bankrupt and losing all your money. I will add, betting hundreds of dollars per hand does attract a lot of attention, so how long you'd get playing like this before being backed off is, who knows. The last thing I'd like to point out here is the
only $100
N0.
an hour.
This is referring to the amount of hours that
I mean, it's good, but it doesn't seem worth all the you know, having to book hotel rooms and everything. I thought it'd be a lot more.
It would take for 84% of card counters to be break even or above. So you'd have to play this Blackjack game for nearly 300 hours just to have an 84% chance of being up. So that is a fairly standard Blackjack game. However, the Blackjack games I found online are not at all this good. So first of all, we can say goodbye to doubling after splitting. You're also not allowed to split your hand more than once, which is a horrible rule. And most painfully of all,
I didn't know you could keep doing that. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that would be pretty cool, to be honest. But knowing my luck, I'd lose them all. Like every single time I get a split, I just get screwed anyway. But damn, dude, I gotta go to some in-person Blackjack.
Of the 8 decks of cards that they shuffle up and deal, they only deal half of them before a shuffle. And this software isn't designed to show you conditions that bad, because essentially, if they're only dealing half the decks, you would never play this game. So the best I can do is show what would happen if you dealt 5.5 decks of cards, and you can see that that really knocks down the expected hourly rate, massively ups our risk of ruin, and puts our N0 at 1,500 hours. So they have a bunch of other rules that I couldn't input into this software.
It's crazy, but like I mean I get that like online they would need to have those rules, because like imagine all of the abuse that would like take place online. Just like making new accounts would be so hard to be like detected. I don't know. Yeah, I mean for card counting, for just regular Blackjack, I guess it's still like good, but if you're counting cards, right, like
because this software isn't designed to sim games that are that bad. But one of the rules that springs to mind is that if the dealer has a 10 as their up card, they don't check to see if they have Blackjack until everybody's played. And there's a bunch of other general things that make this worse. One of the things that
that's the worst, bro. You get a 20, you're feeling good, and they always an ace, bro, and they don't do it right away. Oh, it's the like you'll get a 10 or whatever, and oh, it's just it's pain. It's absolute pain.
Is that the rounds per hour, which is how fast the game is going, is way slower in online Blackjack. 50 rounds per hour in an online Blackjack game would be good. So we have to take this data with a massive pinch of salt, because in reality it's going to be much worse. I ran a few simulations to see what was likely to happen playing with those rules and that bet spread. This doesn't really tell me anything new, but it's handy to see as it really allows the data to sink in. Every time I press the button, it generates a random possible scenario. And
That's
although
crazy.
many of these scenarios ended up in profit, ultimately it showed what we all know already, that this would be a
that's my session right there, dude.
idea. Oh yeah, and this required me to not play any hand below a true 2. I've decided to play for 10 hours total. That's the goal. Whatever happens in those 10 hours, that's what we've got. I'm also going to bail on this video pretty hard if I lose more than £1,500 after my bank declining the transaction multiple times despite me authorizing it. Deposit unsuccessful. Why? Why? I ended up switching bank to a bank that apparently cares way less whether or not someone was fraudulently using my account to gamble, and started playing on an online casino. Alright, we're gonna play, finally. Blackjack. Just finding the right kind of game was confusing. We just want boring, regular Blackjack. I believe it's classic speed. I eventually joined a game during the shuffle.
No, not speed.
Counted. At first, I took a seat to reserve 2 spots.
You sat on
After
speed?
a while of not betting, I was kicked out of my seat. That was okay because I could still watch the table. Well, I could watch it until the game was paused due to inactivity. Luckily, I could unpause it quickly and not miss any cards. The count eventually went to a true 2, but by then all the seats were full. So I just awkwardly had to watch the final round be dealt before the cut card. That's it. That first shoe took 18 minutes and there were 18 rounds dealt. The waiting 15 seconds for players to place their bet each time adds 4.5 minutes of dead time.
This is so technical, dude. My brain. This guy's smart. Good for him.
That's not including the shuffle time, as at some tables we'd have to wait for the incredibly tediously slow shuffle to be done by the dealer. How much money they will be losing in this shuffle time, because it just takes them so long.
Oh my god.
It's weird because a lot of the time these online games, they have a shoe already ready to shuffle, but I guess here, For some reason, they don't.
I've never seen a shuffle like this. Usually they just swap out the shoe whenever I play, but I guess at lower bet tables they do this for some reason.
Oh, come on, speed blackjack. The penetration, as we expected, sucked. And I even found that sometimes it was worse than that.
That's what... No, I'm not going to say it.
Where's that cut card going? Ooh. Oh, she nearly... What? The speed games, unsurprisingly, were a bit quicker, and they cut down the wait between rounds to 8 seconds. Hooray! I eventually got a true 2, but it seemed like the game was against me, timing out due to inactivity as I was trying to place a bet. What? How'd you even...
Oof.
I'm here! I probably should have learned how the online version worked, as I was struggling to actually place the bets properly at first. It didn't... It gives you way less time, I guess, when you're
Sixes,
playing.
yikes.
2 sixes. I will double that.
No siders, because you're not supposed to... An ace, yep, classic.
Awful. No! Come on, bust, please bust!
Oh, wow, a bust.
Okay. Oh,
That's
gosh, I'm
lucky.
gonna be so fast. Okay. I actually literally cannot get my bets in time. This is a really weird problem to have. Like, if I was playing live blackjack, I would just hold my hand out and take my time and place my bets. But this speed version is moving faster, and the clicking of the chips is a little bit tricky, so I'm not even betting my proper spread. I'm just betting some money in
I guess I've messed that up a lot.
I'll get the hang of this. I'll get the hang. A 5. Worst card for the dealer. So fingers crossed we get a buff.
I thought the 6 was the worst card for the dealer. I guess the same thing,
So
pretty
far.
much.
Oh, that's not what we want. That's not what we want.
Welcome to Blackjack.
Sad time. Very sad.
Classic.
I tweaked my bet spread and switched to the £100 minimum tables. These were quieter, but it did not go well. No! I am losing money now. Oh, very sad. We're all very sad. I'm logged out. What? Why has it done that? Oh, that's so awful. No. Unpleasant. What?
Yeah. Been there, dude. Every day, 7 days a
Yeah, I'm
week.
gonna take it. Day 2 started with me staring off into space, asking myself, why am I doing this? Before sitting down to play. We are ready.
That's what I do every day before I stream.
I realized you could view more than one table at the same time. All the things that I expected to happen when doing this video, there is one thing that I never would have expected, and that's what happened on day 3. During the entire session,
Ooh.
I didn't get one count that was high enough to justify me placing a bet. 4.5 hours.
Oh
Nothing.
my
It took me
god.
an embarrassingly long amount of time to realize why this was happening. The fewer the decks dealt before the shuffle, the more low cards that need to be dealt early on to gain an advantage. In other words, I didn't just need a high running count, I needed a really high running count really early on in the shoe to get an edge, and
Right.
that wasn't going to happen very often. I
Interesting.
couldn't judge how much of me not getting a high count was due to this, or maybe I'd just been unlucky. So even though I'd hit my 10-hour goal, I decided to give it one more try so that at least I could end with placing a bet. And would you believe, I played for 2 more hours and I didn't get a high enough count to place a bet. That
sounds-
is nearly 7
That's excruciatingly boring. Yikes.
hours of staring at my laptop, watching these blackjack games, not playing any blackjack. Very sad. It was time to cut my losses, call it a day, and pretend that this whole thing never happened. But with that came one final challenge, actually getting my money out. Now we get to cashing out. Deposited £720
fair.
without any issues. There were no checks about my financial situation, whether I could afford to gamble the money, or where the money was coming from. I could lose all that money, and the casino would happily take it. In my case, I lost £385. But when it comes to withdrawing the money, that's when I needed to jump through hoops. I'm not saying that these requirements are bad. I'm sure there's good reasons for them. But it's the fact that you have to give this stuff over after you've gambled that's the problem. It reminds me of the times I've been playing in a real casino for hours and hours, and then I go to the cash desk to cash out, and then they say that they need to see my ID because they're not sure that I'm over the age of 21. Okay, so you're fine taking my money if I lose, but now I'm cashing out. Now you need to check that you've not been letting a minor play. So I downloaded a copy of my bank statement and uploaded it to the site. It was immediately rejected by their software for being the wrong person. And the reason it thought it was the wrong person is because on my bank statement, it said my name was Mr. S. Bridges, not Stephen Bridges. I contacted support and asked them to approve this, and after a few days, they emailed me back a generic copy-paste type
Oh my
email
God,
as if they
it's so
hadn't even
annoying.
read what I'd initially said. So I went to the bank and got a statement with my full name on it.
Bro,
I uploaded that.
I've never, like, I don't know what casino you're playing on. Obviously there's like good ones or bad, but like I can't say that this is like all online
I was
casinos.
told it was too blurry. It really wasn't. My passport photo was also apparently
This would piss me off though. This is a nightmare. I'll withdraw. We'll play some blackjack and we're gonna withdraw, and we're gonna see how easy it is.
Too blurry, despite the fact it's the same one that I've sent to border control for them to verify me, so it's definitely fine. So I took a new photo of the passport, and then the system told me that I'd modified the picture. So eventually, on a bit of a weird whim, I tried their video feature, and I held up my driver's license, and that seemed to work, despite the fact that that result was definitely way more blurry. But who cares? The point is, I was approved. So I finally had my proof of identity accepted, and I cashed out my money. For some reason, it never asked me for a bank card, so I didn't give it one. I've got an absolutely wild last-second update for you. They ended up sending me my withdrawal twice. I have no idea what they're playing at. What are they doing? And yes, I did send them an email letting them know, because I think it's fraud if I don't. So to answer the question, can you count cards online? Well,
that's pretty freaking sick. I'm not a lawyer, but I think once they send it to you, you're good. I mean, I don't think it's like, I think they send you what they send you. I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but he probably know more, but
kind of.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Obviously, you can't count cards online because they would probably lose way too much money compared to in person. But yeah, it's really easy. I mean, let's go. We're on gambling right now. Like withdrawing, it is crypto. You can deposit with cash and whatnot. But when it comes to withdrawing, it is crypto withdrawals. But I mean, when you see how much easier it is, it's like, I don't know. If it's that much of a pain in the ass to do cash, then like and then once I just convert my crypto to cash after, and you can go to a blackjack lobby like this. There's a bunch of different types you can play as well. Obviously, a nice part is there's always somewhere to play, and they have like free bet. Free bet's really fun. You get your free doubles and whatnot. Okay, let's go to a VIP table, like you said, a little easier to get on. Let's do some $100 hands. I'm feeling lucky right here. And let's just try to double up our money super fast, and then I'll show you guys how easy it is to withdraw. We're gonna do $100 bets. Betting siders isn't in your favor, but I like to bet siders. Actually, let's do $200 hands right now, and let's go on a little run up. Hopefully we get some doubles right now. Okay, and yeah, so dealers, I guess there are a bunch of different blackjack rules which I wasn't aware of. I'm obviously not as knowledgeable. All I play is online. Oh my god, if we get a jack of diamonds, this is huge. A blackjack, a perfect pair, dude. Yeah, dude, online blackjack sucks. I mean, obviously that's just luck, but like, damn, dude, I wish we went harder on the ciders. That is a $260 cider. Usually I like to go on a 1-to-10 ratio. So if it's a $200 hand, I'll do a $20 cider. So that would have been double. I would have got 400 bucks there. Hopefully they flip a 7. I'm not sold on that, but we also get a 2.5x win here. So obviously if we win all the hands here, like he was saying, this will say that we've won our bets 440. It'll actually say we've won over $1,000 if we won this with our ciders. We got 6 diamonds here. I mean, ciders are just fun though, because you can just like, your balance can just, you know, explode. Ugh, that stings. But we did get that one. We are up $380 off that. Let's hopefully win another. Can then go to cash out. Let me also get my wallet ready so I can show you guys literally how easy this thing is. I do have 2-factor authentication, which I always recommend having. Perfect pair again in a 10. Holy hell, bro. You love to see it. I am the cider king. That is a hit versus a 10. We also got to hit this 10. A 4. Stand that. Let's go. What a session so far. She's loving it. What is your name? Carmen. It's also fun. You can like chat with the dealers in there. Okay, we got a 4 there. Not great. We're going for a 7 here. Give us a 7. Give us a lucky 7. Okay, another 4. Perfect. I'll take the 2 18s. Hey. Bang! And she flips a 17. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at $2,000. I say we go till we lose. This table is hot for us right now, so I'm gonna go for one more. I don't like leaving a hot table, but we did get 2K, and I'm gonna show you. So we just ran that $1,000 to $2,000. Okay, my God, give me a blackjack, please. Bang, dude, and we stand that. Let's go. We're going on a run. Let's go. Okay, bust. We're going for the bust here. Ooh, don't like the 7. Don't like that. Ooh, okay, we still win that one. And we lost a hand there. So you know what? We are going to cash out, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how easy it is. Also, I'm going to show you, so you go to live games. There's so many different types of evolution. Like I said, is the main one. If you do blackjack, I know there's pragmatic, there's Bombay. There's so many different types of like blackjack, that's another nice part is I've been to a lot of casinos and they don't have like the blackjack I want. So obviously, you know, your options. So you got Bombay here, and kind of show you guys what the Bombay one looks like while I am logging into my crypto account, and I'm going to show you how quick and how easy this is in case anyone gets sketched out. out. Be something I'd be super concerned about. So this one looks a little sketchier. Like, it's all kind of run the same way, but the graphics and whatnot just like aren't up to par. But yeah, obviously, you know, counting cards not great, but you can still win if you're just playing by the book. I would always recommend playing by the book. If you don't know what that is, just type in blackjack book, and it essentially is a guide to give you your highest chances of winning based off what you have, based off what the dealer has. So that does give you as close to an edge as possible while playing online. So that is pretty cool right there. Okay, we are going to cash this out right now. Remind me later. Okay, so all I do is I go into my wallet, go to withdraw, and we're going to withdraw in Bitcoin because that's the easiest for me to turn into cash. Perfect. I'm going to put my Bitcoin address in. Boom. Max withdraw. I'm going to ask for this. This way I can't get hacked. My money's safe. Always recommend having this. I did get hacked once and I lost a lot because I downloaded something and someone faked me as an advertiser. They pretended to be a company they were not, and I opened up a document and did not go so well, and my money is withdrawn. I now have $2,000 in my account, zero issues, zero headaches. So I mean, a lot of people like to give flack to you know, online casinos that work in crypto, but I mean, to be honest, the cash one seemed a little sketchier. So what do we learn? Don't try to count cards online. I would play by the book. I would recommend playing by the book, and of course you can still win, but of course gambling is a losing game, so you know, play with money you can afford to lose. But yeah, if in case you guys are worried about withdrawing or anything, like I just showed, super easy. So you know, make sure you're playing on a reputable casino that doesn't have any sketchy stuff going on. And if you ever have any questions, you can join the Discord, and we have a big community there. And hey, we have giveaways, so if you don't even want to risk withdrawing your own money, win a giveaway, withdraw that. It's that easy, guys. This is Kai here. Hope you enjoyed this kind of like this little different style of video of me reacting, and we got a bunch of really big things planned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.